Hi, my name is Jim Moody, and I'm running to be Toledo's next mayor. What I want to present to you today is my plan and my vision for the economic recovery of Toledo. You see, the city of Toledo is at a crossroads that like few of us have seen in our lifetime. Business is constricting, property values are falling, and our children are leaving us in the hopes of finding economic opportunity elsewhere. There is not a single person in Toledo who does not realize that our economy is in trouble. Yet even in adverse times, Toledo has historically attracted leaders who found ways to help Toledo grow and succeed. Leaders like John Willies, who provided a real payroll for his employees while other employers were paying in script during the Panic of 1907. Or the Stranahan brothers, who moved their fledgling spark plug company here in the efforts to become a world leader in manufacturing. Or Henry Theobald, when fired from the National Cash Register Company, moved to Toledo to form Toledo Scale. And finally, Michael Owens, a coal stoker, through his own determination, helped define Toledo as the glass capital of the world. These leaders had two things in common. First, they had a passion to help grow their companies. Second, they located in a city where the city government stayed out of their way. Toledo needs a change of leadership, a change of attitude, and a change of perception. Toledo needs to get back in the business of being in business. We must let the world know that Toledo and its neighbors are open for business. It takes more than a slogan to be business friendly. It takes action. Even now, business leaders are saying that they want to have a seat at the table of community leadership. That for too long, professional politicians have been making the wrong decisions for Toledo's and its neighbor. I say, not only do I want business to have a seat at the table, I want business to build the table. The first thing Toledoans can do to change the perception the world has of Toledo is to elect someone from the business community. Toledoans need to help elect a leader who understands what it means to meet a payroll. We need a leader who understands that we must keep you, the taxpayer, happy. We need a leader who can keep a budget and doesn't borrow on the backs of the taxpayers. We need a leader who understands that we must always reevaluate and adjust. And we need a leader who understands that for business or government to succeed, we must often retool. The perception people have of Toledo will only change when Toledo changes. We must change the perceptions that not only are we not business friendly, but that we are tax friendly. We must stop promoting taxes in our area. We must understand that to promote plastic bag taxes gives the impression that we are tax friendly. We must understand that promoting taxes to provide free college education gives the perception that we are tax friendly. We must understand that to use taxpayer money to promote the private individual's right to own art gives the impression that we are tax friendly. We need to understand that business will not locate in a community that is addicted to taxes. We must change the perception that organized labor prevents business from succeeding, that organized labor prevents innovation, and that organized labor cannot work with management. One of the easiest ways we can let the world know that these perceptions are not true was suggested to me by a successful local businessman. I urge organized labor to invite management to walk with them in the next Labor Day parade, a parade where labor and management participates as equals. And that will show the world that Toledo is open for business and the greatest and most successful workforce in the world is ready, willing, and able to make our region a manufacturing and technology powerhouse. This sign of unity will be a first for the region, a first for the nation, and a first for the world. We must stop the impression that the city government is going to compete with private enterprise. Who amongst us would risk all we have only to have the government take it away from us? Impossible, you say? Try telling that to the ambulance owners and tow lot operators the city put out of business. Both businesses the city has eventually learned it cannot successfully run. Not only must we stop competing with local business, we must stop interfering with how businesses operate. Case in point. The city legislated how much companies who want to do business with the city must pay their employees and the type of health care they offer. Now, professional politicians want to apply the same policies to city government. One can only imagine how much these policies have cost you and me, the hardworking taxpayer of Toledo. Do they not realize that dictating to business only deters business from wanting to come to our area? I have had no less than 3 commercial brokers tell me that business owners told them that they would not locate to Toledo or Lucas County because of our current leadership. If you don't believe me, just look at all the growth in northern Wood County. Development that could have landed here if business owners had the right perception of what Toledo really has to offer. While the mayor's office cannot create jobs, it can set the tone that encourages employers to locate and grow their businesses here. I promise a Moody administration will meet and encourage business leaders. I promise a Moody administration will respect and honor appointments set with business leaders. And a Moody administration will let the world know that Toledo is open for business. One of the first ways we will change the perception the world has of Toledo is to engage and listen to business leaders that are already in our region. Within the first 45 days of a Moody administration, we will resurrect the Committee of 100. We will identify and recruit local leaders of industry. We anticipate these leaders will come from trucking and transportation, real estate and construction, education, technology, utilities, and the medical field. Unlike anything that's been seen in the past, these committees will meet no less than once each month, and we will establish and publicize our quarterly and annual goals. Goals that include attracting businesses and creating the best possible workforce. The first responsibility of these committees will be to identify and reduce the anti-business regulations that are stopping companies from expanding in our area. Second, we will develop a plan that helps businesses grow. Whether through trade expeditions or through mentoring programs, we will grow our job base here in Toledo. In addition to seeking the most brightest and most innovative people we have in Toledo, we believe that the leaders of Toledo must take the right kind of action. Not action that costs taxpayers money on unproven development schemes, but real action. We must fast-track intermodal transportation.